the phrase that I've always heard in my business, our business, is you never want to be the guy after the guy. You never want to be. You'd like to be a guy removed from being the guy after the guy.
Yeah.
You're the guy after Vin Scully, and here in Los Angeles, that's Mount Kilimanjaro on top of 15 other mountains in order to climb that. When did you first get the offer to come here to Los Angeles to do what you do right now?
Yeah, it was a really untraditional way of it, like not your normal, you apply for the job, you become a finalist, and then you get the job. I was shocked they even knew who I was. Found that out in, I don't know, fall of 2014.
Where were you?
I was at ESPN at that point. Maybe just ESPN had just moved to Fox. So really, really young in my time at Fox. I'd done like 2 or 3 Major League Baseball games.
That's it?
Yeah. I'd done hundreds of minor league games, but not nearly enough Major League Baseball for anybody to know who the heck I was.
Okay.
Find out that they know who I am.
Right.
My agent called and he's like, hey, what do you have for baseball tape right now? Can you put together? And I was like, yeah, I can get you something. What's going on? And he said, well, the Dodgers are starting to think about life after Vin, and your name came up. I was like, oh, shoot, all right, whatever. Like, yeah, I'm sure a lot of names are coming up. That's so cool that mine did.
Yes.
So sent a resume tape, fall of 14, winter of 15, so like January, February of 2015. I was out here for some Fox meetings down at Terranea, and I figured I would swing up and introduce myself to the people in the Dodger office, and I went in there and again, thinking that, like, they barely know who I am. Well, I go and I sit down and I meet with them, and they tell me that I'm one of 4 people that they're considering. So now it's like, wow, okay, it's still no chance, right? I'm sure this is a who's who of broadcasters, and I've done 2 games at this point. I called my wife, and I told her, hey, yeah, this, I'm one of 4 people they're considering. And she said, oh, my gosh, we're moving to Los Angeles.
And where were you living in?
Michigan. We're back home in Michigan, where my wife and I are both from, so we were good. Like, I was doing exactly what I wanted, doing national games. It's what I had always wanted. Another few months go by, we don't hear anything, and then my agent happened to be in town in Michigan. We were playing golf, and he got a voicemail from the home office in New York. They said, you need to call on Rosen. Calls on Rosen, comes back inside, and I said, how did it go? And he said, they want to hire you. And a few months later, we had figured out a way to keep doing the Fox stuff and add the Dodger job. And I still don't know exactly how it all happened, but it did.
So you found out on a golf course?
Pretty much, yeah.
What hole were you on?
You know what? So to give you the exact details, we had finished up 18. We went in, showered. We were headed downtown to do a little dinner. So around a golf round.
So it's not mid-round, because that would have been the end of my round.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're getting off, like we're going to LAX, like I'm going to get on a flight right now.
Yeah, it was something, man.
Wow. Yeah. All right. When did you meet Vin?
The day before it was announced that I got the job. So it went several months, and I actually turned the job down after several months of negotiating.
What?
I said no, because they didn't want to let me continue the national stuff.
Okay.
And that's always what I had wanted to do. And I say no, and I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm out mowing the lawn. Shirt was off, giving the people what they want there in the neighborhood in Michigan. Mowing the lawn, thinking I'm good. Phone rings.
Yes.
Agent again, he says, they just called back after you said no, and they said, what does he want? What does he want? Let's make this happen. I'm like, well, we've been for a few months kind of discussing what I want, but okay, I want the ability to do this and this.
Yeah.
Lon Rosen, the Dodgers, said, okay, put it in an email. We're like, okay, we will. And by the end of the night, we had agreed we were doing it. But anyways, the next day.
So before we do that, though, was it Lon? Was he your
Lon,
champion in the office?
Yep, Lon was the guy who I don't know how, but
he's been around the Los Angeles sports scene forever. The Lon, by the way, for anybody who needs a quick refresher, and if you saw Winning Time, there was a Lon character that was Lon Rosen in Winning Time, and he wound up being Irvin Magic Johnson's guy forever.
Yep.
And I believe that's how he got involved with the Dodgers organization right now. But
yeah.
So he was the guy that was like,
I wouldn't be here without Lon.
Okay. He was the guy who was like, saw your tape, believed it, firm deep down in his core, like this is the guy to replace Vin.
Gave me a shot.
Or follow Vin, I should say.
Yeah, no, but he helped. He kind of laid the blueprint for how we were going to do this. Yeah. To answer your Vin question, the day before it was announced that I was hired, I got a voicemail. I sent a call to voicemail, didn't recognize the number, and I'm like, whatever. I hit play. Hi, Joe. Vin Scully. And I said, oh, my God. I just sent Vin Scully to voicemail. Like, what a great start in this gig, huh? But we connected the next day, and we didn't have a deep relationship. You know, he was doing just home games. I was doing just road games that first year, and he was so in the spotlight that once he finished, he went and he chilled and was kind of away. But the time I did spend with him, I treasured, and the advice that I did get from him, I think about all the time.
Okay, I have some follow-up questions
Please.
for you, Joe Davis.
I'm talking a lot, Rich. I'm sorry.
But by the way, that's the point of being the A in a Q&A. Is you're going to be talking a lot, Joe.
Okay.
So, all right. First of all, you send Vin Scully to voicemail.
Yeah, good job.
Do you still have the voicemail?
Not only do I still have the voicemail, my wife put it in a teddy bear, like squeeze the teddy bear and it plays the voicemail.
Get out of here.
Yeah, slightly creepy. I mean, it's a little teddy bear with Vin's voice, but
you still have it on your phone?
I do. My phone's in the back. But
can we get? Would you mind if we?
I would love to.
Can we go? Can you go get it if you don't mind? Okay. I can't wait to hear that. Number one. Number two. I'm glad that you did send it to voicemail because we wouldn't have this.
I know, you're right about that.
Okay, that's number two. Number three, do you still send people to voicemail if you don't recognize their number, or did this teach you a lesson here?
I guess it should have taught me a lesson, but sometimes I do let it go.
Now you're in Los Angeles. You're officially a Los Angelino, Joe. You're not in Michigan anymore if you're doing that.
Yeah.
All right, number four is what advice can you impart that he did kind of give you here?
There were a couple things. The first one is to be yourself.
Yeah.
That sounds simple and it sounds easy, but, we get into these jobs and we want to be like the people that preceded us, especially in that situation.
Yeah.
I think that if I wasn't thinking about it, I would just try to be Vin, right? The guy that had done this for 67 years.
Right.
The greatest of all time. Why wouldn't you try to be like that guy?
Right.
But he said, while that's okay, like you can learn from the people that you enjoy listening to and you can take some things from them. Don't lose yourself and allow yourself to be yourself. So I remind myself of that all the time still. And then we got into a little more of the nitty-gritty play-by-play stuff. I asked him how he handled the biggest spots because, yes, he's the greatest storyteller ever in the job, but he also nailed the big moments time after time.
Sure.
And that's that's what sets the greatest ever to do it apart.
What did he say?
He said that he compared it to, he said, if your house is burning, something like, not exactly this, but if your house is burning down and you're trying to get everybody out safe, you can't be freaking out, right? Your heart rate can't be spiking. If you're going to save the cat from the top floor, you got to be cool. And he said, think of the big moments kind of the same way as that. You got to be the coolest guy in the burning house. And so an amazing part about doing Dodger games is they've been so good since I've been here. There've been a lot of chances to practice that. Because how do you get good at the big moments without the big moments happening in front of you? I've been so lucky to be in the chair, the lucky dude that's having these big moments happen, to put those things that Vin taught me in terms of nailing the big moments to practice. Because it's one thing to have him tell you, but it's another thing to actually go try it.
Yes.
And they've given me so many chances to do that.
Oh, wow. All right, here's your phone. Would you mind?
Yeah, I'm
opening it up.
90% sure I have it. This
no
is going
worries.
to be
If you don't have it, no, it's all right. If you don't, no, it's okay. Don't worry. Pressure's on, Joe Davis. As Vin said, just you meet the big moment. Just keep your heart rate.
Two outs in the ninth, no hitter.
I mean, I don't know what would be better, that we're going to hear this voicemail, or he's like, I erased it. Like what would be better for the
what I'm gonna
content?
Have to do if I don't have it,
hear
just
the
I'll text my wife while we're on the air, have her record it on the bear. Maybe we should put the bear in an Uber and get him here from Pasadena.
Vin the bear.
You know what I have, just so you know I'm not lying.
Okay.
Do you have good eyes?
I mean, I gotta go with my glasses.
So I'm scrolling down, but like, it's just
Bill Raftery,
just over and over.
I mean, here's some.
Over.
You save every voicemail from Bill Raftery. I don't blame you.
Wouldn't you?
Oh, I don't know if those are suitable for broadcast.
This is terrible.
Okay,
but I promise it is alive.
All right. Well, we gotta get that voicemail.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Unknown, November 10th, 2015. Can I play it quietly?
Sure.
Real quick?
That sounds about it.
Okay. Mute my mic.
This is dangerous.
Yeah.
It's muted.
Okay, here we go. There we go. This is it.
Oh,
okay, very good. Turn the microphone back on.
Crank
Let's go.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Joe Davis is about to play the voicemail he got from Vin Scully. Welcome into the Dodgers right here.
Oh,
okay.
I've never shared this.
I appreciate, by the way, in advance, I appreciate you doing this.
Yeah. No.
Okay, here we go.
Scully in Los Angeles. I tried to get you earlier in the day, so I start off the year 0 for 2. But I was calling just to welcome you to the family, to wish you great success, and I know you will love the ball club and the way they treat people. I look forward to seeing you somewhere along the line, although I doubt if it'll be on the road. Anyway, good luck. I'll see you, I'm sure, soon, and I'll be thrilled to wish you all the best wishes possible. I know what it was like to be 27, 28 and starting out with a big club, and I know it'll be a great marriage. So congratulations, and look forward to seeing you.
That's awesome.
Dude.
Wow.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Something to have forever.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm getting the chills thinking about it. What a generous thing to do.
Yes.
And by the way, 0 for 2, you sent him the voicemail twice?
Yeah.
What happened?
Oops. So, yeah. We're live.
When was the
Can't
last
edit
time
that part.
Vin was 0 for 2 in anything?
That was, yeah.
Joe, that's amazing,
It's so
man.
cool.
Thank
Yeah.
you for sharing that,
Yeah.
number one.
Yeah, thanks for.
You should
thinking
have
of
that. You should share that, but I understand you don't want to share that with just anybody. It's
Yeah.
not like you're pounding your chest here, but
No,
that's
it's-
so cool to have that.
It is cool, and that's the first I've listened to it in a while, and it's kind of it feels good to share it because it's almost like bringing them back a little bit for people. Something that people have never heard that they hopefully get to hear and enjoy today.
Yeah, and I just remember how he would, and he's probably the last guy to have this ability to have a commercial break not sold by the broadcast, so he could turn his back to the field, he could face the camera, tell a story.
Yeah.
Get into the 5th inning.
Yeah.
Just tell a story. It's story time with Vin.
Yep.
I always loved it. It was my favorite part of a broadcast.
Yeah.
But just to tell you, and then we'll take a break, and then we'll come back and talk about the here and now a little bit. You dude, you meet the moment.
Oh, thanks, Rich.
Moment. Have the home run of your life, or that 4th and 18 with Justin Jefferson.
Jefferson catch. Thanks.
I mean, you saved the cat from the roof. If that's
Thank you.
the phrase right there.
Yeah.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.